with controlled emotion top of list here in a game like tonight?
Maybe a little bit. I think obviously we want to have a sense of urgency coming out. Obviously a big game, but yeah, it's kind of normal. There's going to be emotion tonight. Obviously they're a good team, and it's a pretty good rivalry. So hopefully we come out strong and have a good start.
What's the mindset overall this weekend for the group? 2 big divisional games.
Yeah, I mean, obviously everyone knows it's a big game. You know, we kind of had a good last 2 games, but we kind of dug ourselves a little bit of a hole. So, but yeah, you got to take it one game at a time, I think. If you look too far ahead, you kind of get distracted. And I think our mindset is just worry about tonight, have a good start, and hopefully other results come our way.
How much of a lift was it to see Linus at practice yesterday?
Yeah, super happy for him, obviously. Such a big part of our team, and just to see him back, you know, happy and all, just around the boys, it's obviously awesome, and we're just all glad that he's back.
How much maybe confidence did you get from the last 2 games? Like this season, you played a lot of good games and haven't found a way to win. What does it mean just to maybe get those couple of games, and how can that maybe propel you guys forward?
Yeah, you know, obviously I think the Ranger game was probably one of our best games. Obviously a great start there, and we had, you know, we finished our chances. I think throughout the year, you know, we've had good ozone time. We really haven't finished our chances, so hopefully the luck kind of finishing turns and we get on a roll here and stack up some wins and hopefully keep climbing.
Just for you personally, you were back with the Mario injury.
Yep.
You guys played a long kind of stretch of games before you got injured. What do you like about that line, and kind of how do you compliment those guys?
Yeah, I mean, I've said it so many times, but those 2 guys are so smart. They win all their battles. They're easy to read off of, and they just make plays. I think Mikey's one of the more underrated guys in the league. I think everyone knows G, obviously. But, yeah, I think Mikey does so many good things for us, and it doesn't get talked about enough, and we like playing with him. And, yeah, hopefully we just keep building. I think, you know, just keep building, hopefully score some and defend the top line.
What can you maybe say about Claude Giroux, like at his age, still becoming such an effective player and just being around him all the time?
Yeah, I mean, it does just surprise me. I think every year I play with G, he kind of shows me new things, and I'm impressed by him every day. I think being 38 in this league with how many games we've been playing lately, the way he takes care of his body, it's so impressive. And he could play for another 5 years if he wanted to. I don't know if he will, but I know he can. And just to see him every day to do what he does, it's pretty surreal, honestly. It's hard to do.
Not to go back to what you said about Michael, but what's the best quality of his game that people don't talk about enough?
Yeah, I mean, I think people talk about it, but just his stick, and when he's on the forecheck, he creates so many turnovers, and you know, he never complains about not having the puck or anything. He's just a super laid-back guy, and it's fun to play with. But yeah, I just think his stick, and he gets a lot of takeaways, and that results in ozo time. So I think that's probably the biggest thing.
Does his ability to hang on to the puck and protect the puck give you guys extra second or 2 to process and go from there?
Yeah, I think so. I think along the boards, I think that's his strength. And then G's such a smart player, so he knows where to go. And I think we're all just we read off each other well, and I think that's why it's been so successful. But yeah, definitely a big part of it. It's Mikey along the wall winning those pucks and creating those turnovers.
How beneficial can it be for the top 9 to have a 4th line that is just playing so efficiently right now?
Yeah, it's been unbelievable. They've been so good these last few games. You're going to need that, especially in this schedule. I think there's so many games, and minutes have to be distributed evenly, and I think they've provided that for us, and they've been scoring, obviously, and yeah, they just have good chemistry, all veterans. You know, they all know how to win games and win cups, so that just shows, and yeah, it's nice to have for sure.
What are you seeing, especially from Nick Cousins right now? It looks like the Energizer Bunny out there.
Yeah, he's always been. I think, you know, some games maybe he doesn't get as many minutes, but these last few games he's had a good amount of minutes, and it just shows that when you get those minutes, you get into a rhythm, and he's shown what he could do. And one of the smarter players I've played with, and I played with him a little bit last year, and another just smart player. I don't think you play this many games without being, you know, a really smart player. So, yeah, like I said, that 4th line's been great for us so far.
What's a morning like this feel like a couple hours before tonight?
Yeah, it's a massive game. That we know that it's going to take all of us to get the job done, and that's just something that you know, you just want to chill, you know, get what you need physically, mentally, and to have a good nap, to have a good game.
What was it like having Linus back on the ice yesterday, even though you don't know when he's going to be back?
Yeah, I mean, it's always great to have him back, skate with the guys, and yeah, it just brings so much energy, so much joy to the group, and just his personality. So it was really nice to see him out there. And yeah, like you said, there's not sure what the plan is for return, but I think for us and for him, it was just great to have him out there again.
Brady, the analytics and stats are just showing that you guys are getting really good defense, but sometimes it is goaltending that's struggling. How have you guys been dealing with that in the dressing room, just trying to overcome that?
Well, I think it's on us players to, help the goalies as much as possible, and the chances we do give up are, sometimes grade A where they can't do anything about it. So for us, it's that honestly has not been addressed, and it's not just one person to make a team. I think it's it's the best team sport in the world, and it's the reason for that. That it's not just one guy that can carry the load and carry the team to get to a win. It's a full team effort, and I know to speak on behalf of everybody. We have the full trust, belief in all of our goalies, whoever's playing, and that never wavers.
What kind of game can we anticipate tonight?
Expect it to be high intense, highly emotional game that two teams that both need a win, and of course these games are always fun to play in. So something that we're looking forward to, and just excited for the puck drop side.
Just the way you like it?
Yeah, try to have the same mindset every game, but these games are always fun. The energy in the building is always great, and these are easy ones to get up for.
You've had a pretty busy week traveling on the road, but also yesterday you did your Brady skate for kids. Is that something that's exhausting, or do you get energy from that?
It's a lot of fun. I don't think of that ever as like a chore, like I have to do. It's something that always wanted to do, and whenever that day comes around, it's always fun, and I appreciate all my teammates and all the people that helped make that happen, and it was a great event. I had a lot of fun. It was nice to look around and see a bunch of smiles on a bunch of people's faces.
Sorry, Brady. For all the line shuffling we've seen over the past couple of weeks, what was it like just to finally have those lines click this week?
Yeah, it's when things aren't going great, you try to just create a spark any way that we can, and I think it showed last game that for me especially love playing with Cuz and Rids, and I thought we for our first game we had instant chemistry, and something that really excites me that I know there's more to get to. There's another level that we can get to as a line and as individuals, but I think it just shows the depth that we have on our team that anybody can play with anybody.
What do you say maybe just about the rivalry that's kind of formed between these two teams over the past couple of years? You guys have kind of gone at it from preseason to regular season games as well.
To your point, I think any game preseason and when we were both our teams were very good. They're still high intense, highly emotional games, so don't expect that to change tonight.
Would you say it's a heated rivalry?
Yeah, I don't know. Well, not sure how to answer that one.
Just piggybacking off that, Brady, the 30th anniversary of the CTC tonight, does that add any fuel to the fire, knowing that there's going to be celebrations, fans are going to be really into this one?
I think so, yeah. I think it's perfect time for it. It's there's been a lot of great memories in this building over the last 30 years, and for us to be playing against a team that's have had great moments within the last 30 years. So I think it's a perfect timing and a perfect game for the setting.
What do you think on the spot, but do you have any favorite memories? Any favorite moments from CTC?
The playoffs last year was up there, really special, and another one more personal is Ryder's first game when it was us versus Florida, and having it his first game being his dad and his uncle playing against each other. So that was something that really memorable for us.
What do you make of how Levy has handled the responsibility of playing all these games consecutively? I think he's played 9 straight. In the light of the fact that you don't have Linus, what do you think of how he's handled that responsibility increase?
Yeah, I think people forget how young of a player he is as well, and I think he's handled it super well. 9 in a row, that's pretty impressive. I think it says to the durability and the way he takes care of himself, and how every game's a new opportunity. So like I said, I think he's done a great job, and for us as players and from him to help make life as easy as possible for him.
Coach, any changes to your lineup tonight?
We'll see when the game starts.
Is Levy Marilyn starting tonight?
We'll see tonight.
Has the play of the fourth line made it more of an easy or maybe even more difficult decision as to whether or not you're going to play Curtis McDermott against the Habs, which you've brought in to do, or keep it the way it is?
We take a lot of factors into what our lineup looks like every game. Obviously, we'd like to play. Yeah, I would say yes, it does.
How much does playing the fourth line more help the rest of your forward lineup, just maybe not playing as much? And kind of
Yeah, I think anytime you talk about successful teams, they have four lines that they can play. And I think that's a big part of winning in the NHL, having depth. That line's been they've played two very strong games, especially in a condensed season. So it's important, but also in intense games, playoff-like games. It's a fine line between winning and losing, and you got to have four lines that can play.
what have you maybe learned from maybe this rivalry between Montreal and Ottawa since you've taken charge of this team?
It's a good rivalry. I mean, it's not surprising. Two close teams, two Canadian markets, much like Toronto, Montreal, Ottawa, in the same vicinity. I think a rivalry becomes more intense as the teams get better, and both teams have gotten better and improved, and it's not surprising. These are fun games to play, fun games to coach, and you're always looking forward to it.
How close does it seem that James Reimer is to potentially playing a game?
Close, yeah.
Is there a plan to get him into either tonight or tomorrow?
It's a possibility.